Does Trump have the power to declare WAR? Under the United States Constitution, Congress holds the sole authority to issue formal WAR declarations. Since the nation's founding, Congress has exercised this power on a limited number of occasions. The president cannot declare WAR unilaterally. The U.S. Constitution grants Congress the sole power to declare WAR. While the president serves as commander-in-chief of the armed forces, they cannot initiate a formal declaration of WAR without congressional approval. However, the president does have the power to respond to attacks and can deploy troops in certain situations without immediate congressional authority. Well, people, a lot has changed. It's June 17th of 2025. Happy Tuesday morning. Are we on the brink? Will Trump declare it today through Congress? Or will the circumstances dictate that he react since the troops are there? Everything over the last 48 hours has given me pause. I don't know about you, but the events, wow, have given me pause. And I will show you and define for you what that means this morning. And I have some information which is not in the general news. This is what happened yesterday at the G7. Trump was issued a jersey. You know, I teach the 5 C's, welcome new subscribers, of clues, codes, colors, the confirmation time, which includes the dates, and conclusion. Symbolically, what happened yesterday?
Special message. The President Donald J. Trump playing for peace.
Oh, I like it. Playing for peace.
Playing for peace.
Oh, let's pick that up.
Okay.
That's great.
Special message. The President Donald J. Trump playing for peace.
Oh, I like it. Playing for peace.
Playing for peace.
Oh, let's pick that up.
Now, he received this yesterday, a jersey. President Trump received signed jersey from Cristiano Ronaldo. As soon as I saw it, I thought Ronald. Let's go down the rabbit hole. Antonio Costa, the one that was with him, represents Portugal. He served as the country's prime minister from 2015 to 2024 and is currently the president of the European Council. That's this gentleman right here who gave him the jersey with the sky blue tie on. Now, as soon as I thought about Ronald, I thought about this guy who allegedly took out or unalived the CEO of United Healthcare December 4th of 2024. And here's that date, 12/4/2024. Now you might ask, when I think about Ronald, I think about the jersey. But then again, I think about Ronald McDonald and McDonald's. This is why I thought about him, because he was caught. He was apprehended at a McDonald's. Do you follow me? So when you take 12/4, the incident in New York, and Trump is from New York, when the CEO was taken out, allegedly by Luigi, take that date from the day that Trump just got his jersey, 6/16, the difference is 6 months and 12 days. What is 6/12? That is the day that Trump it's shaking me up here. On this day, this is deep, y'all. Let me just go to this. The 194th day of the year is July 13th. I think that says it all. Does that say it all? Okay. The 194th day of the year is July 13th. That's when they say Trump was hit in the ear in Butler, Pennsylvania. We'll skip to 6/12. I'm too shaken up. All right. Mangione's birthday is May 6th, 1998. Take May 6, 2024, anniversary of his birthday, versus yesterday when Trump received a jersey. You see the 1111? Those of you who have been following my videos, you know the 11 or the 111 or the 1111 has been coming up a lot. Ever since Pope Francis died, may he rest in peace, 111 has been coming up, or some form. You see, Pope Francis died on April 21st, the 111th day of the year. The sole survivor of the India crash, he was sitting in seat A11. A is the first letter of the alphabet, so that's 111. In the hospital, his bed number was 11. JFK was unalived on November 22nd. 11 times 2 is 22. I believe the powers are speaking, and to me, they took advantage of this situation here. Let me go down the rabbit hole more. You'll see what I'm saying. You see this here? This is the player who wears that jersey, Cristiano Ronaldo. Like I said, don't you see Ronald in this? Like Ronald McDonald? It won't be the first time I did a video where I show that the powers allegedly play on words. February 5th. Take February 5th, 2025, his last birthday, and this is Trump's birthday, 6/14/2025. Their birthdays are 129 days apart. What is 129? Let me jog your memory. On January 29th, there was a collision over the Potomac River. A Black Hawk helicopter coming from Kansas City hit an American Airlines, an American Eagle plane. You remember that day? That was January 29th. It's symbolic. All this is giving me pause. I thought something was going to happen yesterday. They keep giving us these subtle hints or signs. But something's coming, people. It's too many to shake it off or to ignore it. Portugal, where everybody represents, was founded October 5th, 1143, way back, 11. So we have October 5th, 2025, next birthday, Portugal, versus the day Trump was given the jersey, 6/16/2025. There's your 111 again. And again, the sole survivor of the India plane crash, he was in seat A11. A being the first letter of the alphabet, that's 111. That's 111 all day, people. Now let's shift over to this. There's another attempt on this man's life, this time by a former Coast Guard officer, arrested after allegedly threatening you know who. All this is giving me pause. Watch.
Report, a former Coast Guard officer has been arrested after allegedly threatening to assassinate President Donald Trump. They got that report from the FBI. As we discuss this breaking news, I do want to transition to give you a live look at the White House this Tuesday morning. We are following the very latest from our content partners also at Fox News this Tuesday. They report a former Coast Guard lieutenant was recently arrested for allegedly making threats to kill President Donald Trump, according to court documents obtained by Fox News. The suspect, Virginia resident Peter Stinson, served as an officer in the United States Coast Guard from 1988 to 2021. Fox News reports he was a sharpshooter as well as a FEMA instructor during that time. The article goes on to say, in an affidavit filed Friday, a task force officer from the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the FBI, revealed details about the myriad of online threats that Stinson allegedly made. In one instance, Stinson reportedly wrote that Trump needed to be taken out on May 9th. The post was
on May 9th. May 9th. Take May 9th of 2025, the threat. Take 12/4 of 2024, the day that allegedly Luigi took out United Healthcare CEO. The difference is 222. And you know from past videos, 222 is the beast system, the Antichrist system. But ask yourself, we got a Coast Guard, people. You would think that there's a level of intelligence that goes along with this position. With all the social media, things that have happened in the past of people making threats, you would risk your whole career and your whole life? Something bizarre is going on. It's giving me pause. Now, Trump said evacuate. This not only gave me pause, but it blew my mind. It made me think about a video, maybe a few videos that I've talked about, where Trump, like I said in yesterday's video, is immigration more about geographics? Do you understand? Are the powers wanting certain areas geographically so they can build 15-minute cities and everything else? And I've asked this question in different videos in different ways. And I think we should ask ourselves, is this WAR being utilized that way? It's giving me pause.
Traffic was seen on.
These zippered clips are so convenient.
Leading out of Tehran, including roads towards Save in the southwest and Mashhad in the east, as residents appeared to flee the capital. Tens of thousands of residents are fleeing the Iranian capital Tehran due to Israeli attacks. That came as fresh attacks targeted Iran's energy infrastructure, including fuel supplies and a top natural gas field. There were traffic jams on roads leading out of the city, while others trying to flee were hailing taxis as they held suitcases. Unlike Israel, Iran's capital Tehran doesn't have modern bomb shelters, so the city must make use of tunnels, basements or older shelters used in the Iran-Iraq War of the 1980s, the last time the country faced such a grave national emergency. In Tehran there weren't any shelters, people went into basements, the chairman of Tehran City Council, Mehdi Shamran, told reporters, adding that the—
Look at that, people, a sea of people. They had to ration gas. This has been going on for 48 hours. Is this WAR being utilized for future geographics? In other words, gutted it out for the New World Order. Other ways have been done, in my humble opinion, in the past, through earthquakes and through all types of inclement weather. Read between the lines. And now is possibly, allegedly being used through WAR. Satan said he wanted to be like the Most High. When you own the real estate, when you got a new house, you arrange it the way you want to, and you move the furniture around the way you want to. I said that in yesterday's video. Think about what I'm saying. I mean, can you imagine someone calling us and telling us to evacuate here in America? It should give you pause.
Hunkering down, waiting and preparing for the worst. Iranians woke to near empty streets in Tehran, shops shuttered, and the historic Grand Bazaar closed. The only lines in sight were cars queuing for petrol, with many hoping to leave the Iranian capital. With Donald Trump calling for an immediate evacuation of the city and with Israel calling for civilians to flee an area of the city center, many residents on social media say they have nowhere to go.
Did you hear that? They have nowhere to go, people. Innocent people. Innocent people now. Because everybody in a certain area doesn't agree with the leadership, just like everybody here in America doesn't agree with Trump. Can you wrap your mind around that? You grab the basic necessities and felt items like pictures and things, memories, and you have to go, not knowing if you'll ever return. And if you do return, will it look the same? They have nowhere to go. I said a few weeks ago, Trump should have intervened in the peace. It appears to me the whole goal has been WAR. I call it like I see it. Put in the comment section. For the sake of the world, this is what they should have done. But it's probably too late. To call for them to not have nuclear weapons or the ingredients to make them, for lack of a better way to put it, should have been done decades ago. We could have made the peace. And now we're here. This should give you pause.
Social media say they have nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go. This professor puts it in perspective.
And President Trump just saying that within the last 10 or so minutes, saying everyone should immediately evacuate Tehran. Should they take that literally?
I mean, it's a very disconcerting message, and it's also a confusing message because Tehran is a city of something like 15 million people. It kind of expands and during the day, but it's up to 15 million people. And so evacuating Tehran doesn't really make any sense. Where are 15 million people supposed to go? That is, of course, from the Gaza playbook of trying to push people into spaces that are really not tenable. And it's also disconcerting because what are the plans? Are they about to nuke Tehran? Why should everybody evacuate Tehran? Because the Israelis so far have said that they're only attacking and targeting military and nuclear sites. We know this is not true. Having family and friends in Tehran and across Iran, they have attacked many civilian sites, but this is an extremely disconcerting message from the president.
All right, very good.
You might ask, well, Pearson, why are you so much on what's really going on here? People, I've been watching geopolitics for 40-something years, okay? When we had the 9/11 attacks, you guys probably heard, once we had the 9/11 attacks, you probably heard that there were 18-wheelers lined up in the streets in New York, and they came and got the steel. And they said the 18-wheelers were set up by China. Put in the comment section if you heard that. That the day of 9/11, as the smoke was clearing, which probably took ages, there were 18-wheeler trucks lined up to pick up the steel and the debris. You know how much money you can make on steel? All this should make you suspicious about what I'm saying about geography. They mask it allegedly through events, what they really want to do with either the real estate or the building. Or they want to destroy certain things so there's no record of their dirt. Like I pointed out in other videos, maybe it's hidden in this video, Trump Gaza, how they want it to be. But they got to do it in such a way that it's not diplomacy. It's just the area is just taken. Look.
more fear. Trump Gaza is finally here. Trump Gaza shining bright. Golden future, a brand new light.
Golden future, a brand new light. But first, you gotta disappear. But you have nowhere to go.
They have nowhere to go.
You have nowhere to go. Should give you pause. And again, late last night I got up and I checked out Mark. He had just put up a feed. Trump to declare WAR with Iran. Sign executive order in a few hours. I don't know if you guys have heard this. Put in the comment section. I've searched. I can't find it. But it is on this feed and Mark has receipts. Look at this. Publicly seeking. Well, listen to this here.
That's what he's going to do. It's right here. Israel TV reports Trump may sign executive order to end the war within hours. So, he's going to sign an executive order, and here it is also right here. Trump, publicly speaking, Macron wrong. This is bigger than a ceasefire. It says publicly speaking, just what I just told you. So Mario's also talking about this. This was 12 minutes ago. It's breaking. Trump to declare war on Iran. There you go. God bless.
Have you heard anything? Is the key word may? Or is it a done deal? That's why I read to you Congress, will they rubber stamp Trump? Has Trump and Congress been in, have they been in session, so to speak, through the phone, on a session call? Pardon the pun. Enter World War II, September 1st, 1939, ended September 2nd, 1945. September 1st, 2021 anniversary, World War II. Versus yesterday's date, well actually today's date, 6/17, when they might have the executive order to declare WAR. And the anniversary, the date is 222. Isn't that something? 222 is the Antichrist beast system. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? Is this coincidence? Then look, when World War II ended, anniversary 9/2/2025, today's date 6/17/2025, the difference is 11 weeks and 1 day. There's your 111 again. What are the odds, people? Like I said the other day, witchcraft or sorcery? How can you be this accurate? I'm telling you, I believe it's planned for Geographics. Remember this? October 7, 2023, that's when Hamas hit Israel. Today's date, 6/17/2025. The difference is 1814. In 1814, there was a war. Yeah, United States and Great Britain. Should give you pause. Now, I had to really think this through late last night, because I set this up last night, at least half of this video. And I asked myself, how long was it between 9/11 to the point where George Bush declared war? It was October 7th of 2001. October 7, 2001, launching airstrikes against Taliban and Al-Qaeda targets in Afghanistan after the September 11th attack. October 7, people. Check October 7, 2024 anniversary versus today's date, 6/17/2025. That's 254 days with the anniversary. 254 days. When you take 10/7/2024, the anniversary of Israel being hit, it was in 2023, but now I got 2024, the anniversary, versus today's date, again, it's 254. What's 254? The 254th day of the year is 9/11. Funny how it circles back. And then you take 9/11, 2024 of last year versus today's date, 6/17/2025. The difference is 9/7. Well, people, the 97th day of the year is April 7th. That's Trump. This all should give you pause. What a world, people. What a world. Do we know Jesus? Do we know there's a Savior? Do we know that there was someone who walked the earth as King of Kings and Lord of Lords? That when he was on the boat with his disciples, and the wind and the rain and the water was getting chaotic, he lifted up his hands and said, "Peace be still." He said, "Peace be still." I've been saying for a couple of years now, they are showcasing Trump as the peacemaker, like Jesus. But Jesus is the only peacemaker. But listen to the symbology again.
Special message. The President Donald J. Trump playing for peace.
Oh, I like it. Playing for peace.
Playing for peace.
Trump playing for peace.
Oh, I like it. Playing for peace.
Playing for.
Here's a Savior in their mind. But he won't be able to even save himself or America. I've done enough videos the last 10 days to show you that he'll be unalived, and America and Israel will take a pounding as well. And the day of his birthday, June 14th, I showed the golden age has started. From now on, think these are the things to cement the ushering in of the golden age. Israel's geographics, America's geographics, and the world's geographics. That's got to be in the top 3 things that's going to happen throughout the world. God bless. Jesus is King of Kings and the Prince of Peace. God bless.